It's crazy. Right
I
now, I
know.
believe we're streaming just to YouTube, but hopefully more once we get better at this.
Okay.
Potomac reunion. I forgot to watch this. I forgot all about Potomac.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Yeah.
sum it up. I mean, Karen's not on the first part one, so it's not really
Yeah.
that important, but there are
Yeah.
some interesting parts. It starts off with Wendy and her home. Um, sorry, I keep saying that. Because of the whole incident of them getting arrested. So
I
Eddie and
forgot.
Wendy are talking on their couch and they're kind of like giving, it's like an acting. They're both sitting on opposite ends of the couch, which I think is very odd. Their posture, their demeanor is kind of like slouches, like worried and stuff like that. Um, and they just start talking about their kids and more worried about their how their kids are going to think of this.
Hmm.
Mm. And so Wendy is saying, also, is this going to affect our marriage
Yeah.
after this incident? Which is, I mean, it's a legit question, but it
Yeah.
also, it kind of feels like a premonition or like, is that what's going to happen next
Happen.
season?
Yeah.
Like, are you guys, is that your storyline for next year? But
Hmm.
I don't want to make light of the situation. They got arrested and are being charged with 16 counts of felony charges. I don't know the full details. I don't know why they, who caught them or how it happened or what came
Yeah.
about. Um, Eddie, Eddie's has high hopes. So we'll see what happens because I'm just a little bit confused on the whole thing and how it came about, why they're arrested. They can't really say much right now, obviously, because it's
Yeah.
still an open pending case.
Yeah.
So their probably lawyers are advising them not to say anything. They fast forward to the reunion, getting ready. Everybody's going to their beauty and makeup. Ashley's the first one to notice that Karen has a room,
Hmm.
and Ashley's like, "Oh, she's not here that early. She don't come here that early." Um, the reunion background theme is horse s. What's it called? I even spelled it wrong in my notes.
Equestrian.
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 Um, I love the red theme. Everybody's wearing red, but they're wearing the same color red.
Yeah. I like their theme.
So yeah, so it matches unlike other reunions or other women color coordinated. Like I think last year they did a pastel and it didn't kind of
Yes.
really match, but this year they got it together. So props to them on their colors. Andy starts with how the Potomac Housewives started, which was back in 2016. It started as a mom group, and Giselle, Karen, and Ashley, and Robin, and another person I can't remember. They were all in a girls group, so they were. It was a form. They already formed this. There was a girl group already formed, so
Okay.
that's how they built the Potomac Housewives. And it was cool to see that little flashback moment. Uh, They did say it was tough without Karen this season. I agree. I think Karen plays a major role in the Housewives of Potomac, and you can definitely tell the dynamic was different. Uh, Giselle, I think, who's probably the leader now. I, my opinion, she's a little bit tougher. Karen has more of a softer, but she's also tough. Giselle's
Okay.
just
She's just
she's
tough all
one
around, I
side.
feel
Yeah,
like.
she's just one sided. There's no like soft air to her. And then Andy asks, and then they start the show, and Andy goes off with T and Angel because they were new this season and what they both expected. They both basically said they were just there to meet new friends. Stacy has been on the show 2 years. She's also first seat. along with Wendy across from Wendy so it's Wendy and Stacy on the first seat. And which is crazy because I think Angel should have been there because she was attacked the most. I think she was the one that had the brunt of everything.
Well, Stacy too.
Stacy too. So Stacy gets front seat too, but I think Wendy probably they switched it to Wendy after she got, her arrest. So Kay said that this year she just settled in and enjoyed it. And Kay was there from last year. Kay is also the one who was a guest in the previous season. And she was attacked by Ashley's friend so that's how Kay got on the show.
Yeah.
Wendy, who started, was unsure of herself and has grown into a transformation of herself, kind of knows her stuff now. Andy asked Wendy about the felony charges, and Wendy said she can't say she said the investigation's still going on. We have court appearance. The children do know somewhat of what's going on. She did have to have a very hard conversation with her oldest son named Carter, which I feel really bad for.
How old is he?
He, I don't even know. He has to be middle school. Because none of them are in high school.
Okay.
He did see it on his phone.
Yeah, it's got to be hard.
Yeah, it was very sad. So she told him the truth, she's like very transparent.
Good.
Every time they go to court or they have to go see their lawyer or something, she's very upfront now. She doesn't want to keep anything from Carter. She doesn't want him to start getting that bad habit because they've always told him to be truthful.
Yeah.
Giselle makes light of the topic and talks about her wig in the picture at jail. And she just kind of goes off the topic, and Giselle's like, well, what's going on with that wig or something like that? Because in her picture, her ponytail's hanging to the side.
Yeah.
Which Wendy does say she spent the night in jail. So
she did?
She slept on it. So
did they both spend the night in jail then?
They both spent the night in jail. Yeah. And then she goes on to explain the picture because Annie was like, well, what about the picture? Why were you smiling in your picture?
Yeah.
And she goes, the guy who was taking the picture was trying to make me feel better because she was like, I was literally crying the whole time and I was very sad about the whole situation. So he was trying to make light of it and was telling me to smile, which I think is very odd.
Yeah, that is odd.
Yeah, why are you telling?
It's not like a school picture.
Yeah. So, and then she said, he was like, what about Eddie? Because Eddie looks high. And he goes, or she was like, that's because he was asleep. We had literally been there all night and he was asleep and they woke him up. And then, so she spent the night and she said she held in her pee. And then she also said that, they turn off the lights, they turn on the lights. So it's she was like, I'm very not used to it. She's like, the jail people, they control the lights. And she was like, it was just weird. I was just maybe, I can only.
I can't. Yeah, me too.
I got arrested one time. I did. I had a super speeder ticket. One time, me and my friend took a trip to Miami, and on our way back home, we stopped at a Waffle House. And then in Atlanta, Georgia, you get super speeder tickets if you are going way over the speed limit. And I totally forgot about it because I had filed something where I couldn't appear in court because I couldn't make it and because I had to work. And then after that, I totally forgot about it. And then 5 years later, it I get pulled over and they're like, you have a suspended license. And I was what are you talking about? Suspended license. And they took my, here's the funny thing. I got arrested. They took my car. They put me behind like a little holding cell. My friend came, got me out. They let me drive out of the parking lot with my car.
After it was they took it from you?
After I got arrested and driving on a suspended license, they allowed me to get my vehicle out after I paid the $500 to get out. I kid you not. So that's a story. But I never spent the night in jail, unfortunately. But it was a very traumatic time in my life, and that was the only time I have, well, not the only time I've been in trouble with the law, but the only time I've been arrested. Let's see, carry on back to the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from Wendy, Ashley butts in and says she is terrified of going to jail knowing that the two of her castmates have been in jail.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Wendy's look on her face is like the death look.
really?
Because do you remember when Ashley was doing like an open mic night when Wendy got arrested? And Ashley put her 2 cents in and made the comment like, we all knew this, or something like that. Kind of like
No,
referencing
I
like
don't remember
Ashley
that.
already knew these
Ew,
allegations
okay.
against her. So Wendy was kind of like scolding her, and Ashley like, why are you putting your 2 cents in? Nobody cares. I was just laughing. Andy asked Stacy, why everybody feels like she's always performing, and that she's a QVC girl, which she is. She did QVC for a very long time.
Yeah.
Speaking of QVC, my first husband, his sister-in-law worked for QVC, and it is a very good company to work for. Just saying.
That's what I've heard that.
It is a very good company. And Stacy, they just start attacking Stacy, and then Tia comes for her, and Tia's like, I've noticed that too. And Tia goes in on Stacy's accent and that it's fake, and that she's heard Stacy she heard her on the airplane, and she didn't realize it was Stacy because this lady had a deeper voice. And so then Stacy goes after her, and Stacy's like, well, your accent's fake. You're married to a Chicago man. Like, you've lived in America for like most of your life. Where does this accent come from? So they were going back and forth. And then Giselle butts in, and she has her little accent. She's like, I got an accent too. So I just like, it was a petty conversation.
Yeah.
Who cares if you have an accent? Who cares if you have a stage voice? Like, does it really make a difference? Does it? I mean, does it mean you're faker?
Yeah.
If you have a stage voice? I mean, I remember our first podcast. Do you remember our first podcast? If you go, guys, if you're live,
it's probably terrible.
We were like, hi everybody.
I know.
We're here to talk about the Housewives. And that was like the very like first couple of ones, because we were show shy.
Yeah, because we didn't know what to do.
We didn't know what to do. And then I was like, don't video me, take them off.
Yes.
I don't. And then now we're here.
Now we're not live.
Don't care, just got done working out, sucking on my water bottle, saying, 500.
I mean, and talking about accents, I mean, Dorit has an accent. Haven't they brought that up to her too? Like, where's your accent from?
Dorit? Does she sometimes have? Yeah. I think, like, I mean, by now, I'm probably pretty sure all these housewife ladies have taken a private acting class. I know all the Miami girls have. So,
I mean, it would make sense.
Fake or not, it doesn't matter if you have an accent, if it's fake or not. She's doing a bravo job. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Andy asked TJ. Andy asked about TJ, and she still stands in the truth with Stacy. So Stacy and TJ, the whole thing last year about TJ telling Eddie,
the trainer, right?
She's paying me, which now also Andy says that TJ met Stacy on QVC. That's how they know each other. And then Andy says, has TJ met Timu? And is that the reason you filed for divorce? And she said, no. TJ has nothing to do with it.
Do you believe that?
We'll see. I don't know. I think the truth will come out. I think it'll be interesting. I think Stacy has a really good poker face, and that's why she's good on the show.
Yeah, why did they file for divorce and then they got back together? That seems kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's the thing is why get back together when all last season all you were doing was wanting to get a divorce
Yeah.
and saying that you're not going to sleep with TJ until you get a divorce.
Yeah.
That's my thing is like she played this thing where she didn't want to kiss or do anything on camera where touching or hugging or kissing or even the sex word. So to me, that would be my only point of view of thinking that maybe TJ is right.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Deny, deny, deny. So, and then let's see, towards the end, they go in on Angel. So they start talking. Oh no, they start talking about Chris Samuels and how Stacy lied to Tia. And it sounds as like Tia was doing the dirty work for Giselle because she kept touching Giselle's hand, I noticed at the reunion. Like Giselle, like Tia wanted Giselle to step in. So remember when Tia met Stacy at the was she swimming, her daughter's swim class or swim lessons, and then she met Timu. She met the husband. And so it was very awkward. Like, why are you going to come at like 5, 6 a.m. and meet this guy? So I believe Stacy when Stacy like calls out Tia and says, you were just there. You weren't there to be my friend. You were there to do Giselle's dirty work and find information out, which is I highly believe that.
Yeah.
Highly believe that. Because every time she met with Stacy, the next time they met, Tia had already spilled the tea or said something and twisted the words and tried to make it out like Stacy was lying. So I totally agree with Stacy's comment. Then they go in on Angel. And she said, they already had it out for Angel when Wendy, Giselle, and Ashley had a dinner. And they wanted to go in for Angel. And so I think that's what made Angel like the butt of the joke, I guess. Yeah, with basically the whole catfish face, and that's where the whole thing.
I still don't get the catfish face thing. She just had a picture, and they're saying she looks different.
Yeah, so I guess that picture that they showed during the dinner when they were in the Bahamas or somewhere, that was the picture that they had her interview for, because the cast members all have pictures. And I guess the old cast members get a picture of the new cast members, because if they've never met, they've never met. And so that was the picture that they gave Giselle, Wendy, and Ashley. They gave that picture of Angel, which doesn't look anything like her.
I mean, she probably just used a ton of filters. Who doesn't use filters?
Yeah. And again, remember, she had a baby.
Yeah, exactly. And then that too. So that alters your face.
Yeah.
Your weight fluctuates.
I'm still waiting for my face to come back from normal. It's been 4 years. Dear Jesus. Like, give the baby mom, give the mom a break.
Give her some grace, yeah.
Let her water release, let it whatever. So that's basically what reunion is.
Okay, I didn't miss too much part.
Yeah. You didn't miss too much. We're waiting for Karen. All right. You want to go with yours? Where are we going? Let's go with yours.
We can do Vanderpump.
Okay.
Episode 10. So we start with finding out that Angelica got implants. Did we know she was getting these implants put in?
Yeah, I didn't know that she was getting them.
Okay.
But I did see the show where she tells the girls she's on the video.
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. Yeah. And she went to Texas for them, I guess. Mm-hmm. So she was gone for like a week.
Okay.
So And then we see the boys are at Lisa's house, and they're just like, you can tell they've never been, one, to a house like that before. Two, they've never been in the area like that. 'Cause they're all like, oh, she's got swans and stuff. And so we find out that Venus is going to host a pride party at SUR. So they went to Lisa's house to have a photo shoot there. Um, and then Venus talks to Lisa about, I think he just talks about like coming out and being gay and
Mhm.
just having, maybe talking about suicide because that's how her brother died. So they talk about that for a little bit. And then we
Yeah.
go to Audrey. She goes on a walk with her friend Parker, and she tells Parker about what when Chris's cousins called while they were at Palm Springs. Well, they were at that
Yes.
thing for that Woman and
Ye-
Wine event, and
Yes.
said they were going to fuck Mad Woman. And
I don't know if you can say that on YouTube,
oh, okay, if they're gonna,
but I know
I forgot. I forgot we're on live.
we're unfiltered.
And then she said he only comments about her body, which I didn't realize that he's only said like things about her body as she's like walking by, like nice suit or your booty looks good in that thing. And then I guess they've been in other shows, and he talks about how it compares to this show. So I guess they've been on dating shows. So she doesn't think he is who he says he is. And she says she's been like teeter-tottering with like what to do. Like, do I continue seeing where this goes? Do I talk to him or do I just kind of end it? Um, and then we see that Kim and Nayla are back to being besties. They act like nothing has happened. Um, and then we learn that it's Jason's first time serving on his own, and his first customers are Ken and Lisa. He doesn't even know what Lisa likes, first of all, like to drink. And then Ken says something, and I forget what he says. But Lisa basically just shuns him to being a hostess. And he's like, that's fine. I can talk to people all day. So he ends up just going back to like the host area to seat people. And I said, is it me or does Ken not look so good anymore? I didn't think he looked great in that little clip we saw of
I
him.
know. Well, I mean, he's got
Has
to
he
be
been good?
pushing. Like,
Is
I mean,
he?
it, I mean, eventually you get to that state. I mean,
I
they're all
mean,
that
yeah, but I
age.
just like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
just did not think he looked good. I don't know if he's going through something like
like a mental or
not
physical
like
or
that, but
health.
like
Yeah,
yeah, like a health issue or something like that. But I didn't think he
yeah.
looked good at all.
Oh no, not
Uh,
Ken.
Chris, Chris and Audrey go to Universal Studios. Audrey said they already had this booked, so they were just gonna go. Chris said that this is one of his name's Chris, right? I'm like second
Yes.
guessing myself. He said this is one of the best dates they have been on, and he might be ready to ask her to be his girlfriend.
Oh
Uh,
no. Yeah.
Meanwhile, it does not go how he plans.
How
Uh,
sad.
so Chris and Audrey sit down, and Audrey just talks about like, how do you feel? And he says this like, I feel really good. You're really special to me. I really like you. He says he's not seeing anyone else. Then Audrey goes that she's not making a romantic connection and needs to take a step back, and she wants to be just friends. And in my head, I'm thinking, so you're telling me you went on this date with this guy, knowing you're going to say this to him, and now you have to drive back in the car with him to wherever you came from?
I
Like
think they had a little bit too much to. They
too
looked
much,
like they had been day
too much
drinking all
butterbeer.
day.
Like,
Yeah.
but I was like, how awkward.
And I think she's just guarding her heart. Like she,
I get that,
yeah,
yes. Which I think she did the right thing. I think it was hard for her to say that
yeah,
because I think he very much is a playboy as much
yeah.
as he wants to settle down, and she has kind of seen that with how he reacts to her body and what his cousin said to him on the phone. So I really think she's trying to guard herself, but yeah, it was just so awkward.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, nowadays, like,
let's see what else. So we learned that Marcus is going to be the DJ for Pride. I forgot he was trying to be in his DJ era. Who isn't? Um, we learned okay. We learned that Kim stops taking birth control. She said she stopped because she keeps forgetting to take it, and she didn't tell Marcus when she first stopped taking it. And I was like, holy moly, you do not need a child. And she basically says that they're not trying. And I was like, that
I
is the
don't know how
last
I feel
thing.
about that. I think they're
I
too
know.
young.
They are too young. I was like, that is the last thing you need, and you don't need to bring a kid into this toxic relationship. You're
Yeah,
broken
and
up
you
every
just
other week.
started the show.
Yes.
I think
So
that
I
I
was
don't know.
like, I did not like that. So we learn more about Shane and his path to being an actor. So he does a thing called a micro vertical, and I think I got this number right. He said he makes 10 to 15,000 a shoot, and he's done 9 whenever this was filmed.
What's a micro vertical?
Just like a really short like film he made it sound like, and they pay 10 to 15,000 a shoot, and he's done 9 of those. And he
Okay.
said he's made a lot of money. I was like, good for you. So evidently, Chris's cousin Jason got Shane into this, and I think Shane's a really good actor. He's got the voice for it, he's got the part for it. So good for him for making a ton of money. Venus meets up with his friends Parker and Ryan. Ryan works at TomTom. And they kind of sit down and just talk about how it was growing up, or Venus talks about how it was growing up for him in Texas and coming out to his family,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just his life, how it was different there compared to here. Um, and then they all go to a beach outing for some girl's birthday. I don't even know who she was. And it's awkward between Audrey and Chris. While they're out, Natalie ends up kissing a girl named Allison, ironically. And Jason's all like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm like,
Natalie
okay.
ends up kissing a girl.
Yeah, her name was Allison, I believe.
Okay.
Uh,
Interesting.
because she's just really drunk and she goes, I want to kiss someone. So she just picks this girl next to her and they start making out. Um, Audrey and Karis talk about what she said at Universal. He said that he's looking for a long term relationship and isn't looking to hook up. And Chris said everything felt natural. And did you catch her friend Parker in the background going, "Aw," and then he said something, and he just goes and rolls his eyes and walks away. I forget what he said, but I think he said something about like wanting to make it work, and he goes, "Ugh." And then we leave it with Audrey saying she doesn't know how she feels, and she feels like she might like want to go back to him. So I feel for her. She's in this
Mm-hmm.
weird loop where she really likes him, she does care for him, but she's really trying to protect herself from getting
She's
hurt.
protecting herself. Like, what do you do at like you need time to process?
You do, and that's such a vicious cycle at that age because you do want something serious. You want something that's going to lead towards your future, but you also want to protect your heart. And she's already gotten red flags from him.
Mm-hmm.
What else
Mm-hmm.
is she supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. I think she's
So,
seen the videos. I think she's seen the videos of.
oh, I mean, how could you not?
I think
If I
she's
were
seen
her, I would be so curious. I would want to see that.
like I 100% think that she has seen those videos. And she
Yeah, I
can't
do too.
say, like, I'm breaking up with you because I've seen those videos, because then she would be on the hate train after she
Yeah,
talks smack to
she'd be
what's
on
her name
Angelica's gym.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think she saw the videos, and
I would have
I
watched
think,
them if I were her.
yeah, I would too.
I would have gone home, laid in my bed, and watched them. Because I would
Yeah.
want to know
Yeah. Well, I mean,
before you
I
get
would,
serious with them.
yeah. And then, like, they lived together. So, like, if I'm sleeping over there and, like, I'm
I
drunk
see what
or
you're saying.
passed out and
Chris and
stuff and I'm
Jason, yeah,
asleep, or, like, what if, like, you guys had just finished doing a video and then I come over and I'm, like, sloppy seconds,
yeah,
or, like, part of this
yeah.
ancestral threesome or whatever. So, there's a lot of thoughts probably running through her head.
Oh, yeah,
And so I wouldn't blame her.
and I think she's valid
Yeah.
for having those.
I think she did the right thing. There's
Yeah,
there's plenty of men out there, girl.
yeah. Plus, you don't want to
Be
date a coworker.
be picky. Be
Yes.
picky.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, yes. Okay, so let's start off with It starts off with Amanda saying, they're at the dinner table. Again, with the whole Amanda telling Dorit, I feel like you verbally accosted me while at the dinner table. Whose
What
house
a
were they at?
word.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Nothing.
strong word. It's a lawyer word.
Yes.
Yeah, so she has to be careful because if you want to make friends, these friends have to be able to trust you that you don't have like a hidden camera or you're
Yeah.
videotaping
Yeah.
or recording. So everyone disagrees with Amanda that Dorit did not mean it that way. Dorit tells her, you know, I don't think I approached you aggressively, which I don't think. She was like, basically, she was on the other side of the table, the dinner
Yeah.
table. So, if she's coming at you aggressively, she's physically in to
Your space,
me,
your
she's
bubble.
physically in your space where you
Yeah.
feel your safe space, where you
Yeah.
feel,
You're gonna feel attacked.
yeah. So that's what aggressive is. If I'm in your face and I'm yelling and screaming and I'm verbally accosting you, there's spit coming out of my mouth and
Mm-hmm.
your face is wet.
Yeah.
That's to me
Yeah.
verbally accosted, which did not happen. Dorit was sitting on the other side, calmly talking. Amanda tells Dorit, I was just agreeing with Kyle and her comment that your kids will find out about what you said later down the road, which is true.
Well, yeah, she's on TV.
Yeah, you're on TV.
They're gonna see that.
And then Dorit says, well, I'll handle Kyle later. And and then Kyle just looked at her like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a child, basically. So Kyle butts in and says, you had strong words to say about PK the other night at Tilly's, and that Jagger is crying for her dad and not his father. And
Yeah.
so, like, I know Dorit is going through things. And I feel for Dorit because when you're angry, you do say a lot of things about the father's child because, I'm going to cry.
You're,
Because, everybody's going through it. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, she's
I'm
also
an
hurt.
example. Yeah, she's hurting. And that's what women do because we are very emotional. We're women.
Yeah.
That's what separates us from the male gene. And some of it could be very true, some of it could be exaggerated. But whatever it is, you have to realize that Dorita's in a vulnerable state.
Very.
And you can't push her down. You can't like tell her you're wrong
Yeah.
because she will explode.
She
And
doesn't want to
Kyle's
hear
doing
it.
the opposite. Kyle is telling
Mm-hmm.
her she's wrong and telling her to calm down. And by doing that, you're lighting fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
She's not the woman that's going to back down because to her, she thinks like, oh, Kyle thinks I'm a liar. Oh, Kyle, so she can't trust Kyle. I wouldn't trust Kyle.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's hard because she's got Mo in one ear,
yeah.
and then Mo, who she loves or loved, you know what I mean? And then Dorit, who she's was friends with, but
Yeah. They
who are you gonna
partied
choose?
together. They went to Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's just mind blowing. And Erica even says it in her confession. Like Erica says it is not okay for Mo and to talk about PK. It will not help the
No.
relationship with
No, it will not.
them. And I think that's true. And sometimes I think that is what he is doing. I think that is what he is doing
You think
because
Mo's doing it maliciously?
I think PK is doing it maliciously
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yes.
PK and Mo are probably, money
And
hungry,
he
money
because
buddies,
he
whatever.
knows that PK knows if he tells Mo, Mo will tell Kyle.
And then
Yeah.
Kyle will be like, I believe you. I'm so
Yeah.
in love with you.
Yeah.
Which it's so bad. It's so
Yeah.
bad. So Kyle starts yelling and saying, "Do you remember? I told you it's not a good idea to talk bad about the father of your child." And Dorit's like, "I remember, and this is so old and boring. You guys need a new line," or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's very uncomfortable for everybody at the table.
Yeah.
Rachel interrupts. May I also remind you, Rachel, that same day, the news came out about her divorce, which
Yep.
I don't really think it's important because I really still don't know who your husband is. I'm sorry. I know who you are, and I love who you are. And I feel bad that you're going through a divorce, but I don't know who your man is. Like we're gonna need him to step up. We're gonna need
Roger.
him in the next
See,
episode.
see, I know who he is because she had her own show, and I watched it. So
And who was that?
that's how I know who he is.
And what's your opinion? Was he good, bad?
He was okay. I always thought they were a weird couple. He's very not fashion
Like straight and
oriented.
narrow?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Um,
Was he finance, tech?
he helped her run her business. I think he did more of like the finance and number side, and she
Hmm.
was more of the face. I remember he really wanted to start a family. So she got
Hmm.
pregnant with her first, and she kept working. She kept wearing those really, really high heels, and he kept saying like, take a break," and she did not want to. She just wanted to work, work, work type thing. So I don't know. He was okay. He was just always in the back, trying to be more like the telling her like, take it easy, do this, and
So
she's
a
more like
support system.
a support system, yes. And she's more
Yeah,
like, no, I need to work, I need to do this. Grammys are coming, I need to do this, and this and this. So
that
she's
makes
very
sense.
career driven, which
Well,
isn't a bad thing.
yeah, and that's what basically Rachel was saying. She's like, it's really hard to not see anything when you're going through a hard time. So
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
basically sticking up for Dorit. And Dorit the whole time, like when Rachel's talking, like,
Yeah,
thank you, like to Kyle's face. And
yeah.
I'm just like, girl, calm down. Like Rachel, So I agree with Rachel. Like, yeah, like she's going through a hard time. Like,
They both are.
I know. So I think it's good for Rachel and Dorit because they have become close.
Yep.
And Dorit says, I'm allowed to have emotions. And then Kyle says, I'm allowed to have an opinion. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, dear Jesus.
I
Like,
mean, they're both right. They're
they're
both
both right.
right.
Exactly. They're both right.
That's what makes it so difficult.
Hmm. So basically, Dorit tells Kyle to shut up. And then Erica chimes in and says, don't do that. You guys are friends. Like,
Yeah.
let's not have a battle. And Amanda's like smiling next to Kyle because Amanda like got the heat off of her chest by putting Kyle in the middle. And
Yeah.
so Amanda's like, this whole conversation just brings back her issue. And I'm just like, Amanda, shut up. Like you were
I know.
just out of the heat and now you're smiling. And then Bo says, you can't accept everyone to agree with you, Amanda. And Amanda says, I've never in my life left a dinner table crying. And then Dorit comes back and says, she was like, didn't you used to be in a cult? And
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
god, yes.
where in
Uh, she's being so petty.
Yeah. And she was
Oh,
like, ma'am, take a seat. And then Amanda goes, yeah, we can absolutely talk about that at any time. And then Tilly in the confession, she's like, everybody knows it. She's
she,
like, we've
she's
all
like, I've read
Googled
the
each
blog.
other.
Yeah, exactly.
She was like, she's like, it's just a petty cat fight. And Tilly's in, like, she's in the back. She's like, I don't have time for this. Let me eat and drink my food. Uh, Zoe gets emotional, so she leaves the table. They do a close up. Oh, and leaves the table. And then, like, Zoe, who is it? Zoe, Dorit, and Bose, they go outside and have a conversation. They miss the birthday cake. And so
Hmm.
the night kind of basically ends that way.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, they do like a close up of Doree outside in the background with her little laptop, and she's like
Yeah.
writing her book.
Her book.
And
Yeah.
it's like her in her thoughts. Like she's
Yeah.
not talking, but
She's in the zone.
she's in the zone, and she's like writing her book. And I was just like, oh dear. Bo's got her daughter a Maserati. I don't know if it was for her birthday, if she turned 16, 18, 21, one
I
of
thought her daughter
those.
was like 18.
I
Maybe I'm
don't
wrong.
know, but please adopt me, ma'am.
I mean,
Okay?
the Valley Parisian style, someone got a car there too. Like, what are we doing wrong?
Anyways, Amanda is doing Pilates in her backyard with her kids, which is cute. Kyle and her family go to the ranch property for her daughter's wedding, which is a month away, because apparently they were supposed to have it in Aspen, but things fell through, and I don't know why. So that would be something to look into, because it's very hard to get denied into the Aspen culture.
Yeah.
So you have to be denied for a certain reason, and they're pretty well known in the Aspen community. So I wonder why they got denied if they couldn't accommodate the 200 people.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, or if it was something to do with like the ceremony, something they wanted at the ceremony, and they couldn't do it there. Because didn't she want like alpacas, or not alpacas, but
she wanted like on a farm, like she wanted the ranch style.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't bring in animals or something.
I don't know. So Mo shows up. They look at the place. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to see the wedding video.
It's kind of hard to see how it looks.
Yeah, because when I was like,
it was not my style. I was like, I didn't like this.
And how much are you paying for this?
Yeah.
Like you come over here to Indiana, Illinois, girl. Like you get that for half price, and we got real cows.
But I also thought, like, looking back at when Alexia got married, I thought they were in the house, like where Kyle lives, that house, in that backyard partying. So unless that was like the after party in her backyard, I thought they got married at the house.
You thought they got? Oh my God! What if they had like?
Unless that was the after party, I don't know, but I swear they got married at the house.
They had like 3 weddings or something.
Maybe. Maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because wasn't she singing? Didn't she like do a little duo?
Yes, and I thought that was like the backyard.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see the pictures.
Maybe we'll see it play out here, but I thought that's what I thought.
I think we will. Like towards the end, I think we will see it. The last episode or something. I think they'll probably play the wedding. Bo's okay. Zoe goes to who does she go to? Kathy's house, and basically is crying and saying, I don't want everybody to judge me. Like they're judging Doree. Like if I say something wrong and stuff like that. So I don't know, Zoe. You're gonna have to figure that out, because these ladies are fire. Unfortunately, sad news for Bo's when she got her eggs. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole thing. Did you?
I was really confused.
So they're damaged.
I didn't know what that meant.
So
like in the retrieval, they got damaged?
In the retrieval, she said that they got damaged, or something happened to the eggs to where they're not going. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I think it's very sad.
I just felt very bad for her.
I felt bad. Yeah, she had to leave. Like she had to leave the room.
She had to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the doctor was like, you still got to take the medicine. We're going to go for a second try. And I was like, I don't even know if I would go for a second try.
Yeah, me neither. Doing all that work for that, and then her to say second try. I don't know if I could. I feel honestly, she has the money. They could just do surrogacy. Have someone else carry it.
I will be your child.
I mean, she bought her daughter a Maserati, right? She's got the money.
Yeah, why don't you adopt? I'm adopted.
That way you don't have to get fat again. Like,
Thank you. Thank
right?
you. That
Have someone
child
else
will
carry
still
the baby
love
for 9
you.
months.
They'll still love
Exactly.
you.
Exactly.
Um, Dorit, Zoe, and Sutton meet for lunch and they talk about Amanda, basically. Dogging Amanda, talking about her cold, and everything. And so they're going to try and play nicey nice with her to try and get more information out. So they're scheming up a plan. And it's
Mhm.
crazy to see the scheme come from Sutton, Dorit and Sutton.
I know, right?
It's so crazy because like Sutton always longed for Kyle's attention and she always felt that Dorit was in the way.
Yes.
So
And now
it's
she's
yeah.
buddy with Dorit.
Mm-hmm. Amanda and Kyle meet up and they think Dorit is angry to agree with anybody. And I think they think that Dorit's just taking it out on both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Amanda is confused of when Dorit flipped the script on her, which we all know when that happened is when Sutton decided to say something
Yeah.
about So that was the end of the season 8, and then it goes into season 9. Zoe invites Kyle and Dorit to the Hamptons. Amanda invites the ladies over for lunch at her home. Mo and Dorit meet up for a chat about her husband. Did you see that part?
I did. This did not go the way she wanted.
How did you think it went? Tell me your opinion.
I felt like we saw a different side of Mo. Mo was really not having it. I feel like he wanted to be there, but as soon as Dorit started giving all her BS to him, he started not to have it. He did not want to be there. He kept saying, I saw the text, I saw the text. And she went to look at her phone, but not once did she, at least in what we saw,
Show
not
him.
once did she show him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She goes, I'll look. And she goes, sure, I'll show you. And she goes like this, but not once did she say, hey, look at my phone. This is what he showed me. Because he
Unless
said, I
they
have seen,
edited
and
the
he goes,
part.
I have
Unless they
seen them.
edited out. I
Yes.
did not see that either.
He,
And then his
'cause-
eyes, like during the whole
yes.
time, his eyes were like bugged.
Yes. Because he's like, I have seen everything to read. And she basically was like, this is basically how PK is going to manipulate you. He says what he wants you to hear.
To
And
narrate
I
the
was
story.
like, I don't know, you're looking pretty bad right now.
Like you're on the housewife show.
Yeah,
So
like this isn't looking good.
yeah, and basically her big deal is kind of like just saying like he needs to stop drinking.
Yeah.
And basically that's what she's running with. This whole storyline is PK needs to stop drinking. He needs to, do it for the kids. And Mo's like he hasn't, and basically is defending him and saying like, when we go out, it's only 1 or 2 drinks, and that's not. I mean, unless they're telling us something that we don't know, like he got in an accident or he's been arrested for drinking and drinking, which I don't remember. PK.
Well, and then Dorit said that he hasn't stopped. So I was like, what does she know that we don't know?
Mm-hmm. Like for that hard accusation, there has to be a video. There has to be an arrest. There has to be. Did he get pulled over?
I don't remember.
I feel like maybe there is something about him being pulled over for drinking and driving. I think in one of the seasons he got pulled over because I remember someone asking a question, was there a woman in the car?
Maybe.
I'm going to have to look that up, but maybe that's where it stems from.
That was a very interesting
And then, there's always video. The cops have body cams.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where that stems from. Anyways, carry on. The ladies make it to Amanda's house. Amanda and the gift packages. So everything's about manifesting. Even her mat, Erica Cummins.
That was so. I was dying. I started laughing when she said that. Like, why am I at the Hamptons? Why am I not at the Hamptons when I'm singing Kyle's old house with the manifesting queen and the money? What I forget. What did Matt say? Money
She
Queen
is
Matt.
money
She's like,
queen,
why am
both
I
of that. I'm
here?
like,
Yeah.
no, ma'am. No,
And did you
ma'am.
see how small that mat was? And like, you can't buy a mat that's gonna fit your door. It was
Like
so
this is
small.
a how many millions? Like this is a
Yeah,
$5
how
million
much and how
dollar
much did
house
you
and
spend
you
on
got
renovating your
a
house? And you got this
$5 mat?
dinky
Like,
yeah.
girl, I can't.
And then she
Girl,
gives everyone a signed copy of her book.
I
And then everyone in their confessionals were making fun of her for it.
Erica's like, "I can't wait to read it."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Now we're gonna have
What
to
what
read it."
what do these ladies need to manifest? Kathy is rich. Like these Bose is very rich. Like what do these ladies need to manifest?
That's what I'm saying, like, you can't manifest if these
That
women
was
already have what they
that was
have.
the wrong crowd to manifest with.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
wrong crowd.
Yeah, this is not your group.
No.
It's funny. I was dying. Obvious I would have been I would have rather been in the Hamptons
Oh,
with
meeting Donna Karen? Oh my god, yes.
remind me who Donna Karen is.
She's a fashion designer, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a famous fashion
But I,
designer.
I also love seeing I feel like Rachel was in her national or not her national, was in like her element there. 'Cause I feel like everyone knew who she was when she walked in the room. People are like, "Hi, Rachel," turning heads. Donna Karen came up and talked to them.
So
Like even
she's Donna Karen, New York. She created
yeah.
DKNY fashion.
Oh, I didn't know that was DKNY was her. Interesting.
DKNY. Yep.
But even Kyle was like I don't even know if this is the right word, like flabbergasted when she came up, like, oh my God, like I'm meeting her. You know what I mean? And I
I
felt
know.
like to see Kyle like that was like, wow. You know what I mean?
I know, to starstruck
Yeah,
Kyle
starstruck.
is
Yes.
pretty yeah,
Yeah.
like and it's crazy because Kyle did not turn down the Hamptons, even if
No.
Dorit was going.
I feel like Rachel should have invited Erica and Dorit, not Kyle. I don't know why she invited Kyle.
Because she wanted Kyle and Dorit to make up.
That I
I
mean,
remember
that makes sense. But
yeah,
I feel like if she wanted the hot girl summer, Erica and Dorit
Erica and Dorit
are
would
your
have done
people, yeah.
it. Yeah. So that's where I got that's as far as I got with that episode. I can finish the rest.
That was basically the gist of it, I
Yeah,
feel
that
like.
was basically the gist. And yeah, so we'll see what happens in the next episode, which I think Erica and Dorit get into it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get into it with with Erica.
No.
You will not
No.
win that battle,
You
ma'am.
will not win. Ugh, phew. I can do the valley. So
Okay.
we start with Tinian. I forget how to say her name. I'm just gonna say T. T and Sky. They didn't know they were meeting up with each other. They thought they were both meeting Reza J. So they both walk in and are like, "What are you doing here?" And Reza J leaves with the girls' purses, so they can't leave, which is very smart.
He's
Because
so
how
funny.
are you going to
Yeah.
get home? Your keys are in there. So Sky says Greg started it, when in reality it was Reza that started it. It was not Greg,
Mhm.
and they actually show proof that it was Reza. Uh, T says Sky was ambushed, which she was, and T apologizes for telling Reza the serum thing, which I think was a smart move on her part. A little late, but a smart move. Sky is upset that T didn't step up and stop Greg from talking, but Greg was just defending his woman, which is what Bombshed should have done, but he did not do that. So I don't think Greg was in the wrong. He's just trying to defend his woman. And they say they did not get closure from this, and they don't know where to go from here. Mercedes talks to Tommy about getting back into selling houses. So apparently, while when she got pregnant with her son Shams, she decided she was going to be a stay-at-home mom. And now that Shams is old enough to be in school, she wants to get back into selling houses. And it's a tough market. And evidently, Tommy and her have a podcast. And Tommy has been working on building this podcast from the ground up. She talks about Tommy coming to her open house, and he says no because Reza and the gang is coming. And
You
we
still
learn.
support your wife.
I know you
You put
still got
everything aside and you should support your wife.
yeah.
It doesn't matter who's there or not. I'm
No,
sorry.
it
So
does not. When we learn that Mercedes Opens house is at Gigi's sister's house, so she has a listing for Lila, I think her name is house, and Gigi does not know this.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I
How
know.
can you be best? How can you be friend? Like
Best friends with
with
Gigi.
Gigi, but yet you're friends with her sister
Yeah,
when you know that Gigi and her sister are not good
not good
friends.
friends. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sky and Bombshed have dinner, and she says she's still mad at Bombshed and says she will probably be mad at him until the rest of her life. So she holds grudges.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So do
Um,
I though.
yeah.
So do I.
Bombshed, so they're talking about the fight, and Bombshed says that Reza did not start the fight. And I was like, were these people not at dinner? Because he clearly started this fight. Like he's clearly
Who?
the one that brought it up. So I don't know who he thinks brought it up, but they don't think that he did. And then Gigi, Reza, and Mercedes go to a weed cafe. Gigi shows them the house for 4.5 and said she's going to ask Dennis for $3,000. And I
Girl,
was
what are
like,
you selling?
well, and then they talk about like Reza's like, so is he going to be on this deed? Like every month they're going to ask him for 3,000. Like, does he have to sign this? Like, what if you don't pay? And I was like, this sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes tells Gigi about her Twilight party and that's at her sister's house, and Gigi says she is not going. And Mercedes is like, "Come on, you need to come." And then Gigi goes, "Why isn't Tommy going?" And I think she says something along the lines of like, "Oh, he doesn't feel comfortable there," or like something like that. And Gigi goes, "Same. That's why I'm not going." And I was like, "Well, that was kind of a smart move because she knows that Tommy won't go." I was
Yeah.
like, it's kind of a smart move throwing it back at her. But still, I mean, I think they just still support each other. But um, Reza and T meet up, and Reza apologizes, saying, sorry, he didn't mean to put T in the position with Sky. She tells Reza that Sky hates that T didn't stand up for her. And T says, unless she sees drastic changes, they can't go back to where they were before. So it sounds like their friendship is pretty much ruined at this point because of it.
Yeah.
Um, Mercedes says to Tommy she thinks their podcast together has helped them work on their marriage, which is kind of ironic because we know that they are now getting a divorce.
I know.
We find out so when they were at the weed cafe, Reza sent a text to Tommy, and I thought it was really well worded. Something along the lines of, like, I know we don't get along, but I would like to put it aside for Mercedes. And if now is not the time and the place, basically let's reconvene and talk about a time that we can get together. And we learned that Tommy responded to Reza's text and said, "Let's touch base when filming is done." So hopefully they made amends. I don't know because now she's getting divorced from Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes says she lost hope for her and Tommy before when they started filming. She was all in, but things have changed. So we clearly see that as filming is going on, that she's kind of getting there with the divorce.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah, because wait, is this the part where he forgets to pick up the kid? Or is that in the next episode?
he
I
forgot to pick
can't
up the kid.
remember. Yeah, there was like a little clip or something where I think it's in the next episode.
Shams.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end with Natasha and Amar having a pool party. Rosa tells them about DG going to Dennis for the $3,000 a month for her new house. This pool party looked awesome. I wish I could have been there.
Ah.
And then Bombshed shows up without Sky, which I give him props for doing that because that's got to be hard.
Yeah, but he's there to see who's going to talk. Nobody's,
He's there to show face and see who's going to talk about her and everything like
Yeah,
that.
he's not there to, yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we leave with that.
All right. Okay. So last one is Summer House. We leave off after skinny dipping. Amanda says we've been skinny dipping for years, which they have, and that Kyle being his little jealous self or throwing a tantrum
Yeah,
basically
he really is.
because the tension's not on him.
Exactly.
Apparently. Yeah. So Kyle feels confused. He's feeling ignored, like a small child kicking and screaming for his milk. I cannot with Kyle.
I know.
I cannot.
He's a man child.
He is a man. Thank you. They all do dinner, and the guys are talking to Kyle. And Kyle basically throws his wife under the bus like he's done every season. Every season he does it. He says something and then he falls back and he feels bad for it. And he regrets it. And then he apologizes. And I'm like, dude, get a new storyline or go to therapy.
Yeah.
Go to therapy or try dating a man. Because you would be the female in the relationship.
Yeah, he would.
He basically is telling the guys like she's very messy and the house looks like a hoarder's. Like why are you like, that's your house too?
Yeah, you live there
and
too.
If her house is messy and looks like
your
the
house
hoarders,
is messy.
Your house is messy and looks like the hoarders. Unless this is a gender thing and you're saying that you're expecting her to clean because it's a woman's role, you better step back because retract your words. She walks up and then he goes, oh, now I feel bad. Oh, you feel bad because you just got caught talking trash? Amanda asks, what are you talking about? And Kyle says the totally opposite and says you're being very distant. So totally deflects, lies about it. All the guys like leave because they don't want to get into this heated argument in the middle of a restaurant. Yeah. And then Amanda and Kyle go back and forth, and Kyle walks off like a man child. Mm-hmm. Sierra comes over and comforts her. They all go out except for Sierra, Amanda, and the rest of them stumble in, like Kyle. They all stumble in at like 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. And then the next morning, they all head back into the city to do their own stuff. I love the new guy, Ben.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's over there watering his plants, which is my love language. Lindsay, Sierra, and Amanda meet up for lunch, which I think is great, and I love it. Lindsay said her and Gemma are happy, which I think is great.
Yeah.
She's doing great considering her breakup with Turner, which we never met. Nope. She looks awesome. Yeah, great with short hair. She looks amazing. Doing her own thing. I think she's on a commercial. She was just on a commercial.
She's been on a couple of T-Mobile.
A T-Mobile commercial with her own little head bobble.
I just saw that.
And what does the bobblehead say?
Oh, I can't remember. I literally just saw it today.
When's the last time you made a sandwich?
Oh, yes. Me? Yeah.
I want that. We need to find that. Or please send it to us. Lindsay says Kyle called her and basically unloading about Amanda and wah. He feels alone, which is what happens when you become an alcoholic. The alcohol gets to your brain and you have all these intrusive thoughts. And the first person you're going to go to put the blame on is obviously the love of your life or the person you married. So he's called deflection. Amanda says, I've told him multiple times to stop drinking and the rumors are starting to turn true. And one of the rumors is he fell asleep at a fan's apartment.
And there's video of it, isn't it?
There's video. There's a video of it. It was like a mean video. Like the girls were like, why are you still here?
Yeah. Like, get out.
I know. Like, You're 40 years old and you're at a frat
Leave.
party.
Yeah.
Get out. Nobody asked you to supervise. Nobody asked for a chaperone. Um, I love Bailey,
Mhm.
and her little New York.
It girl.
Yeah, it's called It Girl. I like it. She said her boyfriend that she was with despised it. She's like, but it paid the bills.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she left him.
Yeah.
Carl and Kyle meet up. Kyle basically says that his business is going backwards and that he had to take a 500K out and he had to stop paying himself. So he had to stop taking a salary, which is crazy to me
That's what
because
I was
you
thinking.
do all this advertising, you drink Loverboy throughout the whole summer.
So, like, what happened? I know the saturated market, but
And
like, I don't know.
it's
That just seemed weird to me.
you don't it alcohol's not a saturated market though. It's not like I don't know because they also market on the network. They
Yeah.
also market everywhere else. And I'm probably it's crazy because Amanda's parents remember in the beginning. I don't know. Oh, you don't remember, but
Gave him the money, right?
they upfronted the money and he had to pay them back. It was like 1 million, I think, or something.
Wow. I don't know. Something seemed weird about that. So I'm like, I mean, you have to be doing other things. You're probably getting paid from social media. You're getting paid from the show. You're getting
Social
paid for
media shows.
appearances, DJing. Like Amanda has gigs. She's got her own fashion line. Like, I don't know. Something just seemed fishy.
It doesn't sit right. It's like who's
No.
managing your money?
Yeah. Like, what happened? Did you
Like,
grow too fast? Is someone stealing your money?
are you drinking it?
Yeah. Are you drinking it away? Are you gambling it? Like, I don't know. Something just didn't
Drinking,
make sense.
gambling. You think you're tough. I mean, when you party a lot though with people, he seems like one of those people that I'm going to buy a bottle service for this table and this table and this
Yeah.
table.
He's just one of
And
those
yeah,
friendly
he's one of
drunks.
those. And
Yeah.
then, because it's crazy because after that, so they meet up. So then they go back. So then they get back at the house, they go back to the summer house. And Amanda said they all get back, they're one by one, they're going to the back patio or whatever. And then Amanda's sitting with her glass of wine, but in confession, she's like, I just want to let you guys know Kyle didn't say one word to me, not, over the weekend or whatever when we were in New York, didn't try to say he was sorry, didn't try to have a
Yeah.
conversation, didn't try to talk to me. And now they're back filming. So she's
And
trying to tell you, like, Kyle's gonna try to make a scene and apologize, but
didn't he say sorry to all the guys outside too?
yeah. Mhm. And
Weird.
so they're all sitting in the back and they're talking about going out that night. They're like, "Where are we gonna go?" And one of the Jesse says, "Oh yeah, my guy's DJing. We're gonna go there." And Kyle goes, "Oh yeah, I left my credit card there because I was drunk."
Yeah.
And I'm
Like a
like,
year ago, right?
"No, not was it a year ago or was he
That's what
no,
I
talking
thought. I thought they were talking about it was a year ago that he did it, like last summer.
No, I don't know. Maybe that or
That's how I took it.
I took it that they had done it the night before because Amanda was like, "Oh, is that when
I see what you're saying.
Jesse and Wes had to carry you into the bedroom, which was
Yes.
the
Mhm.
following weekend, and that
Mhm.
he left his credit card." I'm like, "You're just telling Carl you're having money issues." I was like,
Yeah.
"That's where your money issue is.
Exactly.
You're getting so drunk, you're leaving your credit card, and they're probably paying multiple people's tabs on it, but you're not gonna remember because you were too drunk."
Exactly.
So,
Maybe that's it. He's got that.
and then you're over here trying to like do fraud charges on your credit card, which is
Yeah.
probably what you're doing because you're getting too drunk and not remembering. Anyways, back to so then Sierra brings her bestie Mia into the house, which I feel like we also had a Mia last 2 seasons ago, a girl named Mia that was Sierra's friend, and she was a
Is it the
chef.
same one?
No, different one.
Hmm.
This one's in real estate. They're all back. They're talking about the night. Um, and then Sierra starts talking to one of the new guys, and she starts telling the guy basically that she grew up in a nice neighborhood and was supposed to act a certain way, and basically trying to say like she never, because the guy complimented her braids and she's like, yeah, I started
Mhm.
wearing them again because where I grew up, we were supposed to act and talk a certain way, and I wasn't really allowed to share my
Yeah.
roots. And so it was kind of sad because, a lot of times, like, if you're not a certain ethnicity or whatever, s- you know, your parents, oh, like, you have to act a certain way or be a certain, you have to get away from your identity or your
Yeah.
culture. And so it's an identity crisis, and a lot of children have trauma from that. And I think that's what she was trying to say. She's actually feeling more and more comfortable in her own roots. And I
Yeah.
think that's a very good lesson. I think Sierra is she's a strong woman now. And I love that she is on the show. And I love that side of her because she doesn't take shit. She doesn't take any like shit from anybody, whether it's a
No.
man,
Yeah.
whether it's a woman, whether, if, she stands her ground. She got her own degree. She's making it's really hard to make it in New York. Really hard, and she does her thing, and I appreciate that about Sierra and coming out of her comfort zone and talking about it.
Yeah.
Um, they all get ready for dinner, and they
Oh,
have
yeah, in the
spaghetti
backyard.
in the backyard. And like I said, Amanda said in confession, Kyle didn't talk to me all weekend, didn't try
Mhm.
to pull me aside and talk or anything.
Mhm.
But make it to the dinner table, and Kyle tries to let me, he does this little thing like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I'd like to make an announcement. I just want to apologize to my wife. Everybody have their cameras out.
Yeah, right? Record this.
Right. And Sierra starts laughing because she knows it's all like a pony show ride. Like, and the rest of the guys know because he's already apologized to the guy.
Yeah.
Sierra and Amanda are looking at each other because they're sitting across from the table, being like, "We already knew this was coming." And then the other newbies are just like, you can see Bailey. Bailey's sitting right next to Kyle, and she has her like spaghetti in her fork, and like Kyle's trying to apologize, and
She keeps
Sierra's
doing
laughing,
that, yeah.
and Bailey's like, I
Can
don't
I
like, what do
yeah.
I do? There's a camera in her face. I thought it was a cute moment, Bailey. You're cute. You're funny. Keep it going. Um, and then Kyle starts being mad at Sierra and saying, "Why are you laughing? You're being rude. Like, let me finish." And it reminds me of when he did it to Paige. And he would call Paige out, and Paige would be like, "No, sir. You're not. No. You
Yeah.
don't run this table. Don't," she said, "don't, you're not the dictator at the dinner table," is what she was quoting all the
She's got a
time.
point.
And Sierra just sat there and being like, "What?" And so he flips the chair, the like 2-pound chair,
Yeah.
and storms away. And you know where he goes? He doesn't go to his bedroom. He goes to the front of the house, like the entrance, and sits on a chair or
Oh,
maybe
he
some
said outside,
packages.
right?
I was like,
Like, right by the door, well, by all those Amazon packages.
like what? Did you get an Uber?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you drove here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you want someone to come chase you? Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man child definition, man child.
Oh,
Go to your
100%.
room. Why did you go to specifically to that front of the house? Probably
Yeah,
because
that
there's a
was
camera
weird.
there. So everybody at the dinner table, like Sierra, Amanda, uh, Wes, Jesse, and Carl, they're all eating. And then the
Yeah.
rest of them are like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be eating? Like everything's normal right now? So I thought it was very, very funny. And then finally, Carl goes and chases after him. And then the scene ends, and we'll see what the next episode is. But
Yeah.
I can't with Kyle. It's all about Kyle this episode,
It
this
is, yeah.
season. Yeah.
Did you want to do Southern Charm, or do you want to leave that for next
Let's leave
week?
it for next.
Okay.
Did we not get to Southern Charm? Oh my God. We didn't. Yeah, let's leave it for next. I'll do 12.
Okay.
I'll do 2 episodes.
Okay. Bravo News. Oh, we talked about this. Lindsay's in that T-Mobile commercial with that doll. This says, "How many sandwiches have you made for me?" That's what it says.
I wonder if we can get that bobblehead. That would be
Yeah, that was
pretty
funny.
That was funny.
Who's the next one?
Oh, Gigi has her own jewelry line
from the Valley.
Yeah.
Really?
Is that right? I mean, I saw it on her post. And it's all, I think it's in the next episode or whatever. Valley Girl Diamonds, or maybe it's just a one-time thing for the next episode.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I wonder how Sky feels about that.
We already know how Sky feels about that. Gigi, just petty.
I haven't heard about this Kelly Dodd thing. Kelly Dodd versus plastic surgeon.
Yeah. So, you know, the whole Jill drama with the new housewives that are joining E. Well, Jill made a comment about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl.
Yes.
She made whatever comment she made.
And then they took her off the show.
They cut her. Well, apparently Jill and Kelly are good friends. And so Jill was trying.
Me.
I know. Jill and Kelly. So I think Jill was trying to get Kelly on the show too. But now that Jill is not on the show, there's no way for Kelly to get back in the housewife era. So Kelly made a big stink on Instagram. The whole story blew up. There are a few people coming after Kelly. Like, you got to get into this story because I follow this doctor, and Kelly is like, Kelly, like, whatever you're on, you just need to stop. You need to reevaluate. You need to stop fighting with people.
Yeah,
because it would look better if you would just talk to these people and get their side of the story, and you guys, women, come together, because you look bad. I mean, you look bad. You look very bad. You look very bad, and you look very dumb because you don't even know your lawyer's name, because the person you named wasn't even the right name. It was the name of a sex offender.
Oh, dear God.
And then she's blasting people, like her husband's even next to her saying, "You got to shut up. You cannot talk anymore about it." Like,
do we think there's something wrong with her? She's on something.
That's what the doctor said. The doctor said, like, she's on benzos.
I don't know. She's
Ever
since she left Housewives, divorced her husband, like, I feel like
her daughter even came after her.
I know. It's like
came after her. So
it's not good. And she needs to stop doing TikTok stuff.
Yeah, she was like flipping houses or something, and I don't even see her flipping houses anymore. Like, she was doing reconstruction and flipping them. I don't see that anymore on her page. And then there's another lady going after her, and I follow her too. And so all the stuff that she like advertises and says, "Hey, just say Kelly 20 and you'll get 10% off."
Yeah.
And so this woman has been like trolling her, and she'll go and she'll try to purchase with Kelly's code, and there's no code. Like, she's acting like she's an influencer, and she's not an influencer. And then recently she posted like, "My friend got me this Louis Vuitton bag for like 20-30K."
Yeah.
And then they troll her, and they put the bag that she has up from the Louis Vuitton store, and it's like $5K. So that's how bad these people are. Just like Kelly, She needs to calm down. She needs to like
I
really.
have I have such a hard time watching her post. I'm looking at her Instagram right now, but
She's bad. So the girl you should follow though is Dr. Let me look her up. Oh, Dr. Dhivyasrini Vasa. And she's a plastic surgeon or something, but she's like this beautiful Indian woman and she's very well known.
mhm.
She's got her own health skincare line or something. And Kelly deletes all these videos, but this woman saved them and she put them on her profile. So you'll be able to see why they're fighting. It's bad. It's funny, but it's also like, Kelly, come on, just like sit down, have a coffee with
Yeah.
her, be woman to woman. Like, why do
Yeah.
women have to fight each other? Ashley's hooking up with so there's like a clip where someone says like they find out that Ashley hooked up with Sharice's son the day after she broke up with Josh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like that's how
She's messy. She likes those younger men.
she's messy. Did you see the Tom and Michelle dating rumors? Did you see that?
No.
Well, the show's coming, Valley's coming,
Yeah. It's premiering
and
in April.
so I think they're gonna put Tom and Michelle as their dating.
Tom Schwartz?
Tom Schwartz.
What a weird couple.
What a weird couple.
It's like
But
almost like
remember Tom
Lala and
and
him dating.
we thought Lala and him were dating, but him and Lala are on the show. Sheena didn't make it on the show. So
Is she a friend of again, or she's not filming at all?
she's not filming at all. Sheena?
Hmm. She's probably not happy about that.
The cheating allegations with Kyle. There was another thing that the lady put out there, and she basically says it's true. Like
This is Kyle, Amanda and Kyle.
Amanda and Kyle. So there's a girl that
I'm not surprised. He had to have and not remembered it.
So I saved it. I didn't see that. Where's the? Maybe it's a screenshot. I don't know. There's a someone. Oh, here. No. Oh, here it is. 100%. There's so this lady put on the allegations. This lady wrote 100%. He was in town for a celebrity cornhole tournament. And I didn't watch Summer House at the time, but my friend told me he was married and he was making out with some chick who was clearly a fan. I mean, he was super drunk. We ended up chit-chatting the next day at the same bar when he was more sober. I worked down the block and had shifties there, and he seemed completely different sober. He was with Ryan Lockett, who watched the whole thing go down. And then there's a picture of him, Ryan Lockett, and like 3 other people. And
I mean,
Kyle,
I believe it.
Kyle in the picture, he's like leaning on the guy, and he's just like that.
I mean,
like he's wasted.
I believe it. Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we have. Do you remember the renewal contracts? Did we talk about that?
I don't think we did. I can bring that up.
The new renewal contracts for Bravo, they're basically saying that if they find out that you're making fake accounts before or even during and stuff like that, like you're going to be fined.
Yeah.
If you try to put stories out there.
They're not allowed to create, influence, or leak storylines about the show or other cast members off camera. This includes using third parties as a proxy, any on-camera discussions about Unverified activity will be cut from the final edit, and any verified activity is punishable on the scale that includes financial policies, loss of screen time, demotion, or firing. So, and this was just for Salt Lake, right? That they did.
I don't know if this is for Salt Lake. I think this is directed towards Salt Lake, but I think they should implement it with all the housewives.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is implemented in all the housewives, and I think this stems from the Salt Lake.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Brahman has been parading around town with her man.
Mm-hmm. Cutie patootie.
Yeah.
Good for her, though. Good for
I
her.
know. Let's see. That's all I really have because I don't watch Traders. So yeah, that's all that I have, everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Thank everyone for tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Please send love.
Yes.